Okay, I'm just gonna say it here. Chapter 3 is literally the biggest game-changing update we've seen for Dune Awakening. If you guys bounced off the game earlier after early access launch or been waiting for a reason to come back, well, this just might be it. Chapter 3 rebuilds the endgame, adds real progression paths, boss-driven challenges, specializations, augments, new locations, ways to help out new returning players. And what if you forget to pay your taxes on all of this stuff? Well, guess what? That mechanic is completely removed from the game and you no longer are required to log in periodically to make payments. Suck it, Uncle Sam. So starting off with the biggest change, that brings us to Landsraad 2.0. Basically, the Landsraad system in the game has been completely rebuilt. Instead of grinding the same stuff over and over again, you now have the ability to choose missions, and those missions will feed directly into 3 major progression systems. That's going to be faction ranks, great house standings, and specialization experience. This means that no matter how you like to play, whether it's combat, crafting, exploration, or even sabotage, your progress is something meaningful. Additionally, the faction ranks in great houses go deeper than before, and basically once you hit the top or the highest rank, you will unlock a special story-driven mission that directly comes from your faction leader to cap it all off. And the great house standing works smarter as well. You get to pick the mission first, then decide which house you want to earn the favor with, basically giving you way more control and way less friction. Next up, Chapter 3 introduced 5 full specialization tracks, each with real impactful bonuses. We're talking increased damage, more inventory space, and even unlocking entirely new systems. We've got crafting, gathering, exploration, combat, and sabotage. And this one is going to be huge. We have Augmentations. This is the very first iteration of Augmentations into Dune Awakening, but essentially how they function are unique tier 6 weapons and armor can now be augmented to push their power even further. And once that gear is officially augmented, it still can be shared and traded with other players, which absolutely opens the world here for a ton of long-term player economy. Chapter 3 also introduces new places to explore and fight with 10 new overland locations. And one of the biggest changes are fuel and water requirements for this travel has been completely removed. So exploration here just got way more approachable for Dune Awakening. Next, we've got the repeatable challenges and testing stations, right? We've got 5 basically new repeatable challenging zones. They're going to be designed specifically for the Landsraad missions. We've got an additional 5 new testing locations. These are going to feature repeatable boss encounters with scaling difficulty, and the higher difficulty basically just equals higher rewards, which means that this content will actually stay relevant for longer periods of time, and new players diving in will have new ongoing content to partake in.
And this isn't just systems and numbers either. The story actually moves forward here in Chapter 3. You'll fight your way through the Neo Carthag Duelling Ring, and along the way, you're going to team up with an unexpected ally as the game starts digging deeper into the mystery of who you are and why you are really on Arrakis. This feels less like side content and more like the next real chapter of the game. They've also made some smart changes here to the deep desert. The shield wall now stretches across the entire southern section of the map, and they've added more ramps so that ground vehicles can actually reach the dunes without fighting the terrain. It might seem subtle, but if you guys spend any real time here, you know that this is going to matter a lot.
Additionally, they've added 2 new weapon types, the Pyrocket and the dual-wielding knives. The Rapier got a full rework with new attacks, defenses, and flow, and plus the entire base tax system for the game has been completely removed. And on top of all of this new content being added, they added a ton of quality of life bugs and fixes and stuff. I'm not going to cover them all here in this video because we would be literally here all day, not just because I suck at reading, but because the list is absolutely massive. As always, I'll put it down below in the description for you guys to easily quick reference if you guys do want to read it. I highly advise it. But on top of that, they also dropped a handful of new cosmetics and stuff for you guys to pick up. And then I think on February something, they're also hosting a competition or challenge here for the community for tackling and taking on these new testing centers. As always, guys, I think that these changes are massive here for Dune Awakening, and I think that if you have been sitting on the fence of returning back to the game or potentially left the game and are just curious if it is even worth returning to, I think Chapter 3 is the perfect time to do so. As always, guys, I want to know what your thoughts are. Let me know down below in the comments. Are you making a return here for Chapter 3 on Dune Awakening, or is it simply not enough? Let me know. As always, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on the channel for everything Dune Awakening and survival games related. And with that being said, as always, guys, I'll see ya on the next one.